First and foremost, giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, teachers who well taught us this truth. Shalom to the elect, 144,000. Pushing this truth in all sincerity in the four quarters of the earth. Lord willing, will be of that number. Brother, could you grab that for me? The spirit of prophecy is speaking right now. It's prophecy all throughout. You got it, bro.
God. It's Revelation 19, starting around verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushai. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy.
Right. Yahushai, which means Yah meaning he, Yahushai meaning delivers or is salvation. The one that this world, Babylon the Great, which is America, ignorantly calls Jesus, Christ. You got certain Israelite groups that they're playing with the name, man.
Yep.
And they're gonna get jacked up. But he's the deliverer. Deliverer of what? From what? The said perils that's that's happening right now. Hey, Shalom, how about you? Plagues are in this earth right now, man, and everybody sees it. And the thing is, the messed up thing is that everybody see it, but a lot of folks, they've been condemned to death, man. They've been condemned to that second death, which is
lake of fire.
The lake of fire, man.
Right.
The missiles, the plagues. They can't get out of it. Our people been blinded. You got it out.
I got that for you. It's Revelation 21. We're starting at verse 8. But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable, and murderers, and whoremongers, and sorceries, and idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone.
That's right. See, our people love wickedness, man. They love idol worship. They love a lot of our people, the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, those that are scattered throughout, look like the speckled bird. They might not look like a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. Might look like a straight-up white person. A lot of them do straight-up wickedness, don't even really understand that they're doing it. But the Lord is pushing His word out so that we can get the blood off of our hands, okay, being the prophets of the Lord, and so that there's no how do I say it? There's no kind of Lord, but you didn't tell me. You didn't tell. I didn't know. This word is being pushed out throughout the whole earth, man. The internet, we're out here on the highways and hedges, man, faithfully, in season, out of season, as the scriptures say. The prophets are out there. This word is out there, man. So there's no excuse, man. There's no excuse when judgment comes down upon our people and the rest of this damn world, man. But especially our people, man, because this word is just for our people, and we're fishing for the elect. But you got it, out.
Continuing on in verse 8, which is the second death. And that's pretty much it for that verse. A lot of people, and I know the brother said, some people don't really know what they're doing. But that goes back to the delusion that the Lord has them in. And some people actually do know what they're doing. That's why they're exercising themselves in that wickedness. They got this haughty, proud look. You know what I'm saying? They love popping other men. They get off on, sleeping with another man's woman. These women is not exempt. Just to add to your point, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Not only the scriptures speak about, pulling up the showing the thigh. How does that go? Scriptures speak about the thigh shall be uncovered of this whore.
You talking about Isaiah 47 chapter?
If the brother could grab that real quick. You know, yeah, so Esau Edom, his thigh is being uncovered, man. His wickedness is being shown, and the wickedness of our people is being shown as well. Because our people cleave to this devil, man. Esau Edom, man, so-called white man.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And the scriptures speak about those that are found cleaved to this devil shall be thrust through. That's right, as the brother said, thrust through, man. By way of what? The plagues, the missiles, the lasers coming from the chariots, you know, where salvation comes. You know? But you had a piece of that?
I got a couple of them. I got that Isaiah 47 for you also.
Okay. Whatever spirit.
Let me get this quick one first.
Go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 22. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. So yeah, that's going to, you know, the separation. You know, there's a multitude that the Lord has, a smaller multitude that the Lord has, that's going to be saved. The Lord's will to real than nothing. And then these other people out here that just, you know, don't care about this truth, don't care about, you know, that's just stuck into the world. That's the multitude that's going to perish in vain.
It's going to be dark days, man. You know, leaning up to this devil, he's gonna pull the rug out from you niggas and niggettes. You know, he's gonna pull the rug out. You know, and you're gonna be like, you're gonna be grasping, and it's gonna be weeping and gnashing of teeth, man. You know, days are gonna be real dark, man. And right now, it's kind of like it's just creeping. It's kind of gradual. You know, Esau kind of work with gradualism. It's creeping up on you niggas, man. So you kind of every day you get used to the bullshit, you know. And you don't want to turn to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, but really, as the brother said, that's Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai choosing your delusion for you, man. You know, he's the father of spirits. You know, so all you idol worshipers, hey, the Lord created idols. You know, the Lord created all of these delusional, all this witchcraft and shit, man.
Yeah, the scriptures say that the deceiver and the deceived are his. So the Lord got everybody in the trick bag, man. Whether it be on the right-hand side or the left-hand side, man.
Right.
Especially the left-hand side, man.
I got that delusion too for you.
Yeah, the Lord is a just balance, man. He controls both sides, man. You know, he does evil and he does good. And that's the power that we serve. That's why we call him the Most High, man. You can't get any higher than a power that controls both evil and good, bro.
Right.
You're snookered, bro. You're not going nowhere. There's no place to go.
Yeah, you can't outslick the Most High, man.
Right. You know, but that's what our people think. They think that they can fucking take it a day at a time, and I'll just find my way through, and you know,
make all the money I want.
Make all the money I want. Cleave to this devil's and his you know, his fucking FRNs and shit. All that shit gonna be destroyed, man. All the heathen gonna be destroyed with it.
Cascadians.
You know, Hamites, all these. You know, for what? For messing with the Lord's people, man. You know, hey, we had to go through this captivity. This is a captivity, man. And that's an understanding, man. That's a deep understanding. You know, Deuteronomy 28 and 60, what, 8?
Yeah, 68.
You know, yeah, you right. It is a captivity that we're in, man. And that's the beginning. That's like one of the beginning tenements, or whatever you want to call it, foundational pieces of knowing where you're at, who you are, man. You're an Israelite, you're in captivity, your enemy is Esau Edom, the devil. You know, the physical counterpart to the spiritual demon, Satan, or Shaitan in the Hebrew.
That's right.
Okay? The adversary. Okay, you got it out.
Con, this is excuse me. It's Deuteronomy 28, and starting around verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt, again with ships.
Right, Egypt, meaning double straits, man. Double straits, man. Straits meaning like a hardship, you know, a captivity. Straits, or you in straits, like you're in a fucking, you're locked up, bro. This is a captivity. Egypt, man. This place is spiritually Sodom and Egypt, as the scriptures say in what's that, Revelation 11? Kind. You know, it's spiritually Sodom and Egypt, man. But you can go ahead, bro.
God, continuing on in verse 68. By the way thereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Yeah, we're not gonna see our homeland, man, Israel, until we go through this, man. We got to go through the straight gate, man. As the scriptures say, it's a straight gate, meaning difficulty. You know, a level of difficulty. You know, and this is double straight, so it's double difficult, man. But you got it, huh?
Con, continuing on, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Yeah, sold, man. Came off of those ships. You saw it in that movie. You know, what was it?
Goodbye, Uncle Tom?
No, Leave the World Behind.
Oh.
You know, and it's all everything's getting saturated, man, with this word, man. Like you can't get out of the, like the brother said, it's a trick bag, man. One way or another, you're gonna have to deal with the Bible. One way or another, you're gonna have to deal. You know, and it's gonna come. It's coming, man. It's coming. It's coming. It's creeping on you like a noose, man. You know, hey, but those with understanding will turn and repent to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Go ahead, bro.
Con, going back to verse 68, and it reads, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
Yeah, our enemy, man. Esau, Edom. Hey, the world was given unto the wicked, man. What is that? Malachi 4:1? 1:4?
Talking about Job 9:24.
Job.
Earth was given to
Earth
the hand
is
of the
given into
wicked.
the hand of the wicked, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, I ain't with the script sometimes, but yeah. You know?
You talking about Malachi 1:1, where it talks about Esau, Edom, right?
Let me check.
That he hates Esau.
The brother could grab that.
Want me to finish it?
Finish that.
Con, and no man shall buy you. In other words, there was a point in time, going back into history, to where Yahweh, he wasn't dealing with the nation of Israel, and you know that was the reason why to send his only begotten Son, that the whole world annually called God Jesus Christ, which is his true name is Yahweh Shai. He came back, okay, to lay down his life to redeem us back to our Heavenly Father, man, to spiritually buy us back, okay? And there's plenty of evidence on that. There's plenty of scriptures on that, you know? But at that point in time, we wasn't getting bought back. Nobody was there to save us, okay? Because we kept going off on serving other gods, idols, like our people are doing today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The brother has that scripture. To water for that, brother. The brother has a scripture. I had it backwards. Malachi 1:4. Go ahead.
This is Malachi chapter 1 and verse 4. Whereas Edom said, we are in prophets.
Yeah, who's Edom, man? That's another word for the so-called white man. All right? Go ahead.
But we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts.
Right. You know, Esau, Edom, man, he was down bad in the dark ages. You know, in the Byzantine Empire. Hey, but as the scriptures say, he was let out for a little season.
Right.
You know, that little season, he's still in it right now, man. You know, and so under his elite, you know, which are these bankers, you know, you got the Rothschilds, you got the Gettys, the DuPonts, so forth and so on. and they run this whole place, man. They run the whole world. You know, there's and those are Amalekites, man. Amalekites are you so-called JOOs, man.
JJs.
JJs. You know, and they've heaped up so many riches. They don't even need money anymore, man. They just run basically off of the power of their reputation, basically. You know, pretty much. You know, and they're everywhere, man. You know, they push a lot of their left-handed prophecy through the media. You know, you got The Simpsons. You got all kinds of movies and shit. You know, of them ultimately trying to corral everybody and track and trace them by way of a digital tag, man, a digital tracker. You know, that RFID micro seal. You know, it's spoken of in Revelation, the 13th chapter, 16th and 17th verse.
Well, it says, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness.
That's right. So our people, they look around, they say, man, hey, they still building shit. You know, they got roads, they building roads, they building highways and shit, they building apartments and housing complexes and attachments to these universities and shit. You know, that's a delusion. The scriptures say they shall build, but I will throw down, man. And the Lord is going to come to you 2/3 to you, you heathen as a thief in the night, man. He's going to jump up on you like, where the hell did that come from, man? You know, that's how it's going to feel. You know, okay. Go ahead.
John. This is the book of Obadiah, starting at verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is set among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
Yeah. You know, hey, these nations eventually they're gonna have enough of this whore, man, that rides the beast back, which is NATO and Neves. America, the whore that rides the beast back. You know, they're gonna have enough, and they're gonna shoot missiles, ICBM missiles, on this place, man. Hey, because this whore is a deceiver, man. Esau Edom is that's a part of Esau's sword, man. It's deception. It's deception, man. She pushes that deception through his media. You know, deceiving the people. That wine, man, as the scriptures speak of. Wine going into philosophies. You can do whatever. You could be an adulterer. You could be a murderer. You know, you can be a idol worshiper. You know, to hell with the Most High. You know, Satan worship, shit like that. You know, and all these people eat it up. You got something up?
No, they actually got schools that are dedicated to the worship of Satan in Memphis, you know, Philadelphia, after school
clubs,
after school programs dedicating to Satan, man. It's like,
right.
Like, we clearly at the end when you got programs like that.
Can I get a scripture for you?
Absolutely.
I don't know if you guys got it, but get 2 Corinthians. Is that 2 Corinthians 6? 2 Corinthians 6 and 9. Because what you're going into, that the Lord labels it in basic generic terms, but then, like you said, there's so many different levels to idolatry. You know, you have your deep dark side, like you said, Baphomet. Hey, well, but Jesus Christ is an idol.
Yeah.
Okay, the money is an idol.
The black woman.
Yeah, the black woman's an idol. Michael Jordan sneakers for niggas is an idol. These are all
Bars,
that
yeah.
idol goes, you know, BMW, Mercedes. A lot of people worship and die for these items. So if you go ahead and go with that.
Con, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 6. It's starting around verse 9, correct?
Is it? Go ahead with it. Let me.
Con. As unknown and yet well known,
Let me see. Shall not inherit it.
that's right here.
Ready. It might be First Corinthians 6 and 9.
It's like it.
I get them confused. I'm human. And it also says that in the book of Revelation too, that shall not inherit the kingdom of
yeah.
heaven. You go ahead with that.
This is 1 Corinthians 6, in chapter 9. Know ye not the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters.
Yeah. Fornicators, idolaters. This is going into the wine that Esau Edom pushes on the world and especially on the Israelites, man.
Yeah,
That's right, brother.
If I say too, this week, this nigga Kobe Bryant that died like 4 years ago.
Yes.
They got a statue of this nigga after he made that 81-point game.
Pointing to the sky.
They pointing to the sky up there in Los Angeles, and his woman was saying that's the statue. You know, deal with it. That's idolatry. Having these men that are set to be born and die as idols.
How many people out here have Kobe Bryant tattoos right now?
Right.
Yeah.
Nigga Shaq, I did a lesson years ago, but Shaq said he had a shrine of Kobe in his house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kick that hole in the pussy. Oh, I'm ignoring me. Keep going. I'm talking about the mother shit. I'm thinking he's about tripping holes up. He's talking about the Kobe's. keep
1
going.
Corinthians 6, in chapter 9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall inherit the kingdom of the Most High? Be not deceived, neither fornicators.
Yeah, like the brother was saying, in Babylon the Great, which is America, hey, it's a free for all.
Yep.
It's go for the gusto. Be the biggest, hey, don't just be a fornicator, be the greatest fornicator you can be. Hey, see, that's a spirit.
Bro.
God, see, come on now. You can't make this up. All right, because what is the word? Matter of fact,
Kobe Bryant.
the brother got it. I know you got it, brother, but somebody look up the etymology of famous or fan. Look up something in that nature. Fan, famous, even the word stand, fame. You know, a famous word that was created. You know, we kind of got familiar with Eminem, stan.
Oh yeah.
You know, basically a stan is a high level fan. You know, you got what is it? The beehive.
Yeah.
The Barbs with Nicki Minaj. You know, these women have their
Fan base.
they got a fan base that's, hey, really, brother, no, really, even right now, if you into this nigga shit, Meg Thee Stallion fan base is going to war with Nicki Minaj's fan base. It's real. One of them went to the they had to put police, bro, around the where her mother was buried at because somebody dropped the location at where her mother was buried.
Wow.
Like what the hell they gonna do with that?
Now does that not go under the idolatry?
Right. Yeah.
How is that not idolatry?
Right.
You got something, bro?
Got fame in etymon. It says character attributed to someone, celebrity, renown, fame, reputation, renown, rumor. But you go down in it, and it says the goddess Fama or Fama
Oh, come on now.
was the personification of rumor in Roman mythology.
Yeah, so this whole celebrity fandom, this shit go back to Rome. And we the main ones telling our people how what? This is ancient Rome all over again.
Yep.
Same thing, how niggas love LeBron James and Floyd Mayweather. Them niggas would have been in ancient Rome in the Coliseum then. And niggas would have been wearing Kobe Bryant jerseys in ancient Rome.
But they had trophies and
Right.
things of that nature, even in Rome, for certain gladiators too. You know, certain things in remembrance of people that were fanatics of the sport.
Ain't
So
nothing
they would
new.
go all out their way. Yep.
Ain't nothing new under the sun. All right. So
Idolize them.
that's why when you see on a righteous aspect of it, the men of the Lord are famous as well, right? The scriptures speak about famous men. But what's the difference between Gideon in the scriptures, or King David in the scriptures, or Peter in the scriptures, or even Yahushua in the scriptures in comparison to LeBron James or Floyd Mayweather? Those great men, when you praise them, they gave all the glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. When Yahushua was like, they were good master, whoa, there's only one good. Him, he's good, I'm not good. You tell Floyd, man, you the greatest, man. I know, nigga. Tell me something I don't know, nigga. I'm the greatest fuck. Hey, at that moment, I knew I was the greatest fucking player of all time.
And a major difference too.
Pride.
With these sports athletes and things of that nature, they're doing it like Paul said, fighting is one. I get a little bit of that. The fighting is one that beat up the air. They're doing it for vain purposes.
Yes.
Whether it's basketball, whether it's football, that's all to make the white man richer, man.
Right.
You know,
Right.
throwing the ball in the hoop.
Children's games.
That's what it is.
It's children's games.
And we fought for our nation. You know, our forefathers and things of that nature, they put their lives on the line to extend their legacy. Not necessarily their legacy, but the legacy of Israel. You know, for them to continue and their children and to actually have freedom as a people, man.
That's it. That's why it's like I know we building, but go ahead back with that Corinthians. Because if you would, somebody else, I know we just building, bro. Get Isaiah 19:1. Because see, at the end of the day, we're not gonna be talking about no fucking Kobe Bryant in the kingdom of heaven, man.
No, his head gonna be low.
All right? We're not gonna be talking about 81 against the Toronto Raptors. You know, we're not gonna be talking about his days versus when he was wearing 8 versus 24.
When he had hair versus no hair.
Yeah, we're not doing that. All right? That shit getting burned up here, and he's an idol that's gonna be burnt up and left here in America, even though he's dead. The spirit of Kobe Bean Bryant is gonna be burned in Babylon. Just like Michael Jordan, Shaq, you name it, all right? Get that Isaiah 19:1 real quick.
Isaiah chapter 19:1, the burden of Egypt. Behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud.
Yeah, we all know what that is. A swift cloud is a chariot, okay? A UFO, go ahead, as they call them.
And shall come into Egypt.
Yep, this is Egypt, all right? Egypt was another place that was very big into idol worshiping. Okay, keep going.
And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence.
And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence. All those statues in front of the crypto arena, the crypto arena, and you know, all of these different statues around these big stadiums and arenas that go back to ancient Rome. All that shit is about to be laid waste. We're not gonna care about Wilt Chamberlain.
Right.
Okay, we're not gonna care about Venus and Serena. Jay-Z, that shit is all being left and burnt here because it's all idol worship.
Yep.
You got it? You got something, bro? Yeah, all this shit about to be melted with fervent heat, man. You think that Kobe Bryant statue is righteous? The scriptures say in the law to make no likeness of anything in the heaven or in the earth. Then in Jake in the World, Jake was like, well, what if y'all make statues of tigers and lions? Ain't nobody traveling. If you had a lion in the front of your house, ain't nobody traveling from the other side of the world to come see your fucking lion statue in the front of your house. But how many people in the world are gonna travel to LA to go rub the foot? Kobe!
Yeah, they was throwing ribbons and flowers at it.
Come on, man.
Statue and shit.
And that's just one. There's plenty of likenesses of that such.
Oh, Peyton Manning. They got a statue of Peyton Manning outside the stadium where the Colts play. He's still alive. They got these guys that are living, and they got these idol worship statues outside the stadium. That's completely idol worship, man.
That is like the ultimate example of idol worshiping.
And here's the point too, as I said, you know, like some people won't be remembered, you know, celebrities, they're not going to be remembered. Here's the point, it says the earth also, and the works that are their hand shall be burned up.
Yeah. Hey, their works are going to be burnt up. The brother's going to grab a quick script. Hey, because hey, these people, hey, they trust, like the Spirit was bringing out, hey, they trust in the shadow of Egypt, man. You know, and they give up, they do nasty, abominable things to succeed in this place, man. The scriptures speak about we have no. You have something?
Oh no, I just said.
Oh yeah.
We have no. You know, they do all kinds. They do all kinds of things, man, for a Snickers bar, man. You know. Yeah, gift destroyeth the heart, man. Yeah. Your heart is your mind, man, and really that goes back to your spirit. That gift gonna destroy your spirit, man, and you can see it. Like Jake, no, man. You know, money ain't everything, bro. But what they do, they continue to do this. They continue to.
Yeah, niggas say that shit to save face. Cause money is everything to niggas.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Cause money is an idol.
Exactly.
That's the biggest idol out here.
Yeah,
Niggas, cause you're right. A nigga ain't gonna drop down to his knees and with $100 bill on the wall, and they don't gotta do that. But if everything about your life, like I hate everything is about money, nigga.
Yeah, they're annoying.
Like I know it's a nigga in I got a cousin in my mind right now. Like if you talk to him and it's, you know, you talking about politics. Man, I don't worry about that shit, man. I just get money and take care of.
Get money, nigga.
Yeah, everything is just, the answer to everything is get money. That's because that's your idol. Yeah. That's the idol that you.
Yeah, the scriptures say, hey, the love of money is the root of all evil.
Right.
You know, the love of money. Now, money is a defense, but scriptures also say that. But the love of it, and like the captain was beautifully saying, you know, you don't have to bow down to it. It's through your actions people see that you're bowing down to it.
Come on now.
Well,
You know?
even how Jake acts to Esau. You know, majority of these people give Esau the utmost respect because they fucking filthy rich.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
What's the guy? What's that nigga? Bandman Kevo.
Yeah.
Remember what was that last year? He had he got Jeff Bezos tatted on him.
Elon Musk.
He got Elon Musk tatted on him. You a big black ape looking nigga. And you got all these crackers tatted on you because, like you said, they got the bag. It don't matter whether they drink blood, suck rod, eat shit, do wild things for this money, but they got it. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man.
They got my respect.
They got my respect, cuz.
You can feel it. You can feel it when you get around, you know, when I was in the world, you get around people with lots of money, and you know that you just kind of feel it, like they just kind of got an invisible money, like a leash on anybody that's around them. So they can like tell them do this, do that, and they know it.
Well, who you know who the biggest hoes for money in our nation are the men.
Yeah.
Like men be the biggest groupies. Like if a man got money and another man perceive you got money, damn big bruh, and he be younger than you. He be the older nigga. Yeah, hey big bruh, I'm trying to get that. You know, niggas turn into literal hoes.
Right.
For other niggas when they realize a man got some money.
Right.
Like because of the money. Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 He said polite. He said and now he's somewhere in a Florida penitentiary. Now he in a Florida penitentiary selling noodles for money.
Hey,
selling honey buns for money.
I'm gonna say this too. Like y'all brothers went to the reserve, and I've heard the stories of y'all brothers saying y'all came back from the reserve and y'all got a bag full of shredded up dollars. This is what you niggas is dying and fighting over.
Oh yeah, you can go
shredded
to
up money.
Yeah, you can go to the reserve and they'll give you a bag of it's probably about $3,000 shredded up money in that bag. Worthless. Okay, but like beautifully said, polite was another one. He said money. He said the black woman was his God and money was his religion. And look how far that got him.
Yep.
Okay.
Black women put him in chokehold, and money can't get him out.
And money couldn't get him out of that situation. All right?
Yeah.
Con. This is Luke chapter 6 and verse 26. Now this is Yahushua speaking. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you. For so did their fathers to the false prophets.
Kind. So you got it.
Oh, Khan, you know, just going back, just adding on to what Abu was saying, you know, see, these different people that's been set up, or however it happened, they're being idolized every day or spoke of. Like, for an example, you can't play basketball with a nigga without him saying Kobe. See, that's a prime example.
Right.
Okay? And there's plenty of examples of that, man. All right? And false prophets. You got men who's selling, you know, Bible scriptures, or using the scriptures for women, all right?
To get money.
For money and all types of stuff. Hey, these people are getting spoke well of, man. All right? Because they love their life.
Matter of fact, get that at Titus.
6:24.
For filthy
Oh,
lucre.
Salakia. Okay, I was reading 26, like this. All right. So, this is Luke chapter 6, verse 24. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation.
Right. Yeah. So you know, hey, these people sell out, man. This is their consolation. Hey, these FRNs, you look on the back of this dollar right here, and it tells you a whole lot of things, man.
Yeah, man. Spooky, man.
You know, yeah. It tells you a noble ordo,
Seclum.
Seclum.
Yeah, because it's really essentially the dollar is a talisman.
Yes.
You know, all these fucking symbols and spider webs. You look deep into it, you see an owl.
Yep.
You know, you fold it a certain way, you see all kind of
Other images.
all kind of imagery and things of that nature.
And right here right here, so like there's a pyramid with an all-seeing eye on it.
Well, what the hell does a pyramid and what the hell does Latin have to do with an American dollar bill?
Right.
Think about that. The underneath it, you see 1776, but it says May 1st, 1776, which is the establishment of the Illuminati. People see 1776 and think, oh, July 4th, 1776.
I think about the basketball team.
Oh, yeah, the 76ers.
Right.
Niggas don't even get that far, but that is it's deceitful.
Right.
It's not real. But how many people in America on the planet Earth are in jail or have died behind what's in your hand? And it's not even fucking real, man.
And look on the front. Look on the front. You know, that's Esau Edom. A slave. You know, this is the guy that put us in the chattel slavery, man. Deuteronomy 28 and 68, man.
That's why reparation is a joke.
It's a joke.
Because I know I got an argument about that years ago, and I said that. I was like, they're going to give you reparations with, like you said, with white people faces on it.
White people face.
Well. You never hear niggas speaking this reparation talk out here. They'll never give you black niggers reparations in gold and silver. They won't even give you reparations in oil.
Right.
They won't give it to you in land, but they're going to give it to you in good old USD FRNs.
Yeah, currency.
They print this out of thin air, bro. That's part of Esau's deception, man.
Yes.
You know, he deceived the people to make them think that this shit holds weight. It used to. You used to be able to trade this in for, like the brother said, silver, you know, gold. Can't do that no more, man.
Right.
Hey, it really just boils down to the blessing of Esau Edom, man. He knows that he got the big gun, man. He got the big sword.
Yep.
And when all roads lead to the fucking nuke, to the button,
Yes, sir.
bro, is your sword bigger than mine?
Right.
Esau Edom say, hey, man, your sword ain't bigger than mine. You know, at the end of the day, I can take you out. Hey, if any brothers got any scripture?
I know a brother called for one.
Hey, but Lord willing, that was edifying. I'm
Yes,
gonna let
sir.
my
Yes,
brother burn in the
sir.
spirit. Hey, shalom.
Shalom. Hey, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm just continuing the spirit, you know, going into prophecy, you know.
this is the end of your world, all right? As the scriptures say, all right. And you can go ahead and get Habakkuk the 2nd chapter. We're just gonna continue on going into the destruction of Babylon the Great. All right, the destruction of America, okay, which is written about in the Holy Scriptures. And we're in the time of the end right now, all right? The prophecies are speaking loud and clear. It's a kid, right? And we're in the time of World War III. Okay, we're in the time of the MOTV. So we're just gonna get right into it. Verse 2. Oh, you started, Tom.
No. Book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, and verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved.
Right, and spiritually the prophets are the watchmen, on a watchtower. All right, we look at all type of articles, we look at all type of world events, world news. All right, such as Putin just having that interview with Tucker Carlson. We look at everything. All right, that's our job. We're watching them, and then on top of that, we report on the things that we see. Okay.
Can I get a quick one for you?
Yeah, you got it.
Because like that Putin thing,
Yeah.
it's not a like that was one of the biggest. See, everybody niggers we're all about Cat and Shay Shay, right? The Shay Shay and Cat Williams interview was the biggest interview ever. That Tucker Carlson interview, man, 50, almost 100 million people have viewed that interview. All right, real.
You know what's crazy about that interview? It's not. They said it's not even on trending.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out. Yeah. Yeah. It's up there. But like how you said, none of your nigger blog sites, they didn't repost it. Yeah, they're trying to suppress it. Yeah, but I got this for you real quick, brother. This is Psalm 64 and where we at with it? 8 for you. Psalm 64 and 8, and it says, so they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
Right, essentially, this devil is exposing himself.
Yeah.
Like that with that interview. Putin was going into the whole history of Russia. He was going into a lot of things. Exposing the fact that Ukraine belongs to them and whatnot. Exposing Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, expose him.
It's white on white crime.
Yeah.
If I can say, after USSR got
Clouds is not actual clouds, right? It's speaking about the chariots, or so-called UFOs, all right? Because Psalms 104 tells you, he making the clouds his chariots. So when he comes with clouds, that's not actual clouds, it's chariots, all right? Continue on.
And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so, Aman.
Right, so all kindreds of the earth, all nations of people, they're going to mourn when they see Yahweh because of how terrible, he's going to come back with. Right. Right, so, as a matter of fact, can you read that one more time?
Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so, Aman.
Right, and just a side note, that proves reincarnation too. They also which pierced him. All right, but when these nations, when they see, Yahweh Shai coming with that power, that's never before seen power. He's coming with the armies of heaven, the holy angels, fleets of chariots, okay, and his huge chariot. It tells you in 2nd Ezra,
Got it pulled up.
you bring it out real quick.
2nd Ezra chapter 13 and verse 3. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him.
Right, same thing is said in Revelation. All nations are gonna be trembling. They're gonna weep and wail. Okay, continue on. It's gonna tell you why.
And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burnt that heard his voice, like all the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire.
Right, and that's going into the laser beams. Okay. These different movies, they show you that. Independence Day. All right, the chariots, they're not just gonna be hovering, just up there. They're gonna be actually shooting laser beams.
They're gonna be on the attack.
Yeah, right.
Because that movie Independence Day, Will Smith, they show that scene when he was in Area 51 and he started beating up on the alien. It's not gonna work like that, man.
Yeah.
They're not aliens.
Welcome to Earth, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like that. He's not gonna make a cameo guest appearance when that day hits, man.
That's how people really think, man. Like I remember I said that years ago. People have this like this idea that Bruce Willis is gonna pop up out of somewhere and save the day. You know, there's always gonna be this imaginary cracker or nigga for that matter that's gonna jump from that rooftop to that rooftop on some rock shit. Vin Diesel, no, man. All right, the Lord is coming back and he's bringing that thunder, and you niggas is just gonna lose, man.
Right. Right. The Lord can't be stopped. You know, you can't. A bullet can't stop him. Missiles won't stop him. It's gonna go into it.
American ingenuity cannot stop him.
Oh no.
Can't be stopped. You going?
Yeah.
Verse 5. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea.
They're gonna try to stop him. Don't read on.
But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew up upon it. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not.
That mountain is speaking about his ship. He flew up upon it. You know, it's not an actual mountain. His ship is just so massive it looks like a mountain. You know, that's how Ezra, described it best.
It's where it stopped or where it began.
Yep, that's right.
And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight.
The Lord's gonna put the spirit on them to fight, even though they don't want to. You know, all these air forces or these other nations, the space force, they're all gonna come with their little ships, with their little weapons, and the Lord's gonna put the spirit on them to fight.
And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests.
Right, he wiped out all of them in one blast, in one laser blast. He wiped out all of them.
What was that? Every said in the second Independence Day, the second part that came out. Well, no, was it the first one? Who was that I was talking to? I was talking to one of you brothers. And what was in the first one? They hijacked the UFO.
Yeah, that was the first one.
Yeah, they hijacked the UFO, flew the UFO out to space, flew the UFO out to space into the mothership, and then shot a nuclear missile. Like, come on, man.
And gave it a computer virus and like all this.
And then made it back
And then made it back to Earth.
Smoked a cigar. No.
That's what people like. It's somebody is gonna do that.
It's a goofy nigga thinking that shit really gonna happen.
Yeah.
Stop.
But here's what really happens, verse 11. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burnt them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke.
Dang.
When I saw this, I was afraid.
So all their armies, all their space force is going to be reduced to smoke. Yeah, there's ain't going to be nothing left. So the Lord, man, it's going to be easy work, when the Lord comes back. All right? The Lord is all powerful, okay? He's coming with the armies of heaven, it's going to be easy work. Okay, and that's on one hand, that's the destruction, but he's also coming to bring salvation as well. All right, so you can finish that out. You got something?
Yeah, I got something. Bring it out. We're going to put Revelation 6 and 15, and I'm going to read down to 16. It says, and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. When Yahweh shall come back, all these mighty men, they're going to run to those bunkers, it ain't going to be no escape. They ain't going to know what it is. They're going to, like you said, they're going to think it's an alien invasion. They're going to try and hide. Yeah, I was shot gonna still get down on them. They're gonna use the Olympic to take them out of those bunkers. So it ain't no escape, man.
Buying a bunker in the U.S. continental of America got to be the stupidest thing you could ever do. I mean, if you're gonna get a bunker, like, get that shit in South America.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's not. We know through the spirit, we know through biblical prophecy that it's not going to do anything good for you. But logically speaking, this place is set to be hit with 200 million missiles. I don't think that anybody technologically or has the engineering skills to create a bunker in the earth in American soil that can withstand that level of attack.
Hey, if I can say real quick, now they got bunkers. It may withstand the blast, but the heat is gonna turn the damn bunker into a microwave.
Yeah, you're gonna get boiled in there.
Yeah.
The pressure from all of that, you know, it's so many other elements of it. Like I said, in their minds, these people, their mind logically says, okay, if they see one nuclear missile hitting America, and like, we got to be able to survive the one. Yeah. They don't really see
200 million.
They don't think about it. They don't even see multiples.
Yeah.
They think that it's just going to be one attack and you got to survive the nuclear fall, all the things that's going to come of it. They don't grasp the fact. Can I get one scripture, bro? Can you get into Revelation? They don't understand the lake of fire. Go ahead, make your point.
No, you know in that movie, The Creator, they blamed the nuclear bomb that went off in America on the AI, right? But it was just in LA that it blew up in. So when they make these fucking apocalyptic movies, it was only just in fucking LA. Yeah. Like you telling me?
Yeah.
But then when you understand the nuclear bomb, that's the whole fucking Western Hemisphere that's gonna be affected by that.
Shit, man, yeah, because there's levels to it. You know, you have certain nukes that you know, you got certain which is a good thing to look up. You brothers ever been on Nuke Map?
Oh yeah.
You ever been on Nuke Map?
It shows you the blast radius.
You can actually put the let's just say like what is one of Russia's weapons, like a Satan 2, Satan 1, whatever missiles they have. You could take the actual strength of that bomb and put it into the core, you know, the coordinates in that app or that website, and it'll show you the devastation within a city limits. So again, like you said, they think that, oh, if New York City gets hit with one, they don't comprehend that the Lord is going to hit this place with literally, like we say, 200 million warheads are going to hit this place. I don't give a damn what kind of bunker system you think you're building. You can't withstand this. I got that, I think it was that Revelation, the Lake of Fire.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. Yeah, logically, they think like America's so big, like how could it possibly, like how could all of America get hit? That's how they're thinking. But the Lord, hey, according to prophecy, this whole land is going to be wiped out. I got Revelation 20 and 14.
That's cool. Go with it a minute.
Revelation 20 and 14. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death.
Yeah, the second death, that lake of fire. And a lot of people are still like these same people. Their mind frame of the lake of fire is the hell doctrine. They believe that hell is the lake of fire, not realizing that the Lord is going to turn before America turns into the. It's kind of poetic when you think about it. Before the Lord turns this into the largest desert, He's going to literally liquefy this place. Although it's fire, it's still, as it says, a lake of fire. And then the fire is going to go away, and then you're going to be left with, as the scriptures say, a desolate place. This is going to be a big desert. Yeah, it's kind of poetic when you think about it. But like, think about that. That amount of missiles is going to hit this place. You think that in your little bunker, your little
man-made material.
Yeah, right. The scriptures say that what the elements shall be melted. Unless you got Tony Stark's making your bunker. Even then, I'm just being facetious, but
unless you got that, what's the shit from Wakanda?
Yeah, unless it's got vibranium on the outside. But even vibranium would melt in the fire of the Lord because it's an element. My point of what I'm trying to say is, unless you have some super high-powered scientist that's building you a bunker with no elements, which is that's my point, which is impossible as all hell.
Like, yeah, with these bunkers and these celebrities, like nobody, like the point you just mentioned. If you're not building with that, you're finished, man. These celebrities, it's supply and demand.
Yeah.
They're building all these bunkers out of nowhere. You dumbass celebrities, you crash test dummies for the Illuminati. That's what I call you. You crash test dummies.
Right.
They're building you basic bunkers. You're not gonna make it.
That shit, the walls, outside walls, probably sheetrock.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so key, right? And even if you want to get a little smarter and build a bunker in another country, because you read the Bible and know this is going to happen to America, the 144 is going to come snag your ass out of it.
Oh yeah.
There's just no getting away from nothing.
No.
You know, so, but just to keep on topic, we're talking about the missiles. You're building a bunker in America.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot, man. You think the Rothschilds got a bunker? You think they decided to build their bunker in New York City?
If you're buying a bunker in America, you're a dumbass.
They're probably building shit in the depths of the Pacific Ocean. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the scriptures cover all aspects. We're gonna come get your ass.
For sure. You're just delaying
Right.
your judgment.
Yeah, that's it.
Round your ass up. Like the cattle you really are.
Mm-hmm.
Revelation 21 and 8. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters. We just
Oh yeah, that's
idolaters like
that's
40
crazy.
minutes ago.
First Corinthians 6, we were reading that earlier.
It says, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. Yeah.
Cock crowing.
That's right.
Crow.
Yeah, and that's not talking about, no place where you burn, forever. It's speaking about America, that land that's going to be destroyed. Zechariah 13 and 8 speaks about the land, all the land. All right, it speaks about that in Malachi 4 and 1.
That's right, brother.
It's not talking about no place underground, all right? So you could bring that out. And this precept to what the brother Pastor Paul said too. Yeah.
Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them.
This is what we're doing right now.
And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rock.
So eventually the fishers are going to become hunters, And they're going to hunt them from the holes in the rocks, which is
The elites, and their bunkers wherever they're at, underneath the ocean, in South America, wherever these devils are hiding, those hunters, they're going to hunt them down, all right, and pull them out from those rocks, wherever they are.
So, with that, I'm going to step down and let the lust brother.
Okay. I guess that'll be me.
You want to read?
You know what? Get what's that? Proverbs 22. Riches profit nothing. Let's get that.
I'm so always going away. You talking about the ones that were already here?
Yeah. Because in the spirit, we're gonna build real quick off of I was watching a video with Elder Yashuamba last week, and he was going into this, and it's a heavy. Like the brother was going into earlier about money. Everybody's answer to their solutions. Hey, well, I say this through the spirit, man. Money would help in almost all my problems right now.
Yeah.
I'm just that's just keeping it being honest. But we understand that that's a temporal fix. That's not gonna fix my biggest issues in life. But everybody in this world is not spiritual. They're carnal. So for them, the carnal man cannot receive the things that are spiritual. So for them, money. I need money. Not realizing that this is not a prosperity era that we're in. Okay. You had I was speaking about, you got this woman Nicki Minaj, and the ladies is beefing.
and a chick exposed, or somebody exposed the fact that
You know, even her, as big as the artist that she is,
this tour that she's on right now, she's doing it for the free.
because she owed. I'm fucking up words, something seriously. She owed the IRS money from a year prior. So as famous as she is, as big of an artist as she is, as rich as you assume she is,
She out here touring the world for free right now.
On her own dime.
On her own dime.
Yeah.
Okay? So this ain't a time. This is a time right now where, as the Lord's Prayer says, what? Give us, Lord, our daily bread. And just be happy with the what is it, with food and raiment, man. You know? So you go ahead with that with Proverbs.
Proverbs 11:4. It says, riches profit not in
Yeah,
the
that's
day
it.
of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death.
Yeah, read it again.
Riches profit not in the day of wrath.
Riches profit not in the day of wrath. All right? They don't profit anything. And what is that? Think about the day of wrath that we're talking about. Jacob's trouble.
Right.
There's a big talks about what? The grid going down.
food shortages. But let's just highlight the point of the grid going down. This system that we are in is, for the most part, digital.
Oh yeah.
Keeping cash is not king anymore. It's hard to keep cash. Literally, it's hard to get it, and it's hard to keep it. And it's hard to pay with it. So we're living in a time period where, let's just say if the grid went down and banks went out of service and you couldn't go to the bank, you got $10,000, you got $100 in the bank, you got $10,000 in the bank, you got $1 million in the bank. What does it matter? The grid go down and you can't, ATMs work off of electricity. The banking system works off of electricity.
Yeah, even if you had money in the bank, let's say you had that $100,000 in the bank, and you went to the bank, and they were still kind of open. You still couldn't get $100,000 out of them niggas.
No,
They don't even keep that kind of money in there.
that's another
At
thing
the bank.
too. Yep. That's another part of the deceitfulness as well. But just even the focusing in on what does it.
Read it again. Because like I said, sometimes we don't even got to touch a lot of things. Everybody's so obsessed with money in this society because, again, this is a money-driven society. How do we judge each other in a society?
Ain't nobody judge people off the character of who you are. It's about how much fucking money-ons you got. Them M's. Because when your favorite, think about it, when your favorite YouTuber or podcaster, them niggas getting arguments online, what do they say to each other? I got more money than you though. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit you say. I got more money than you. Go rack for rack, right? Rack for rack right now. Big bank take little. Because it's money. It's not about nothing else. It don't matter about your characteristics, your integrity, none of that shit. Money.
That Cardi B song, money.
Never heard a nigga in an argument say, well, I'm more humble than you.
Never heard of that.
Damn!
That's not a boast.
Whoa.
Like you crazy.
What? What's that?
Yeah.
How do you spell it?
I'm a respectable citizen than you.
Law-abiding citizen, sir.
I have integrity. Niggas don't care about that shit. Nigga gonna look at you, and he gonna try to size you up. You should go like, man, I know I got more money than you though. Or violence. Yeah. Oh no, the I could beat your ass is the broke side.
Yeah, because he lost. And so the
One nigga gonna be like, I got more money than you,
and the other nigga gonna be like, but I bet I could beat your ass.
that's the logic of the average
Nigga in America, or human in America for that matter. All right, let's go to that Matthew, because
see, there's a point to with riches, they don't profit nothing. They don't. It's all
temporal.
and that temple is about to be shown to the world in such a way that it's going to cause devastation. And also hold Matthew 6, where your heart is, so shall your treasure be. Go to Matthew 13, and you can start at the top. Not at the top, but start with the parable. Yes, sir. Okay.
This Matthew chapter 13 and verse 3, it says, and he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, behold, a sower went forth to sow, And when he sowed, some seed fell by the wayside.
Yeah, so again, we all are, everybody that's in the knowledge of Yah, I won't even say that even in the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, just in the knowledge of being an Israelite. Let's just stick to that. It's a seed. Because basically if you don't, all these people that's just walking up and down the street, they're not a seed at all. All right? You are a seed if you have some dealings with this word, if that makes sense. You're an Israelite, whether you part of Great Millstone, ISUK. Crazy. Every week, man. Okay? So keep going on with that.
Matthew 13:4. And when he sowed, some seed fell by the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them up.
Yep, keep going.
Some fell upon stony places where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up because they had no deepness of earth, and when the sun was up, they were scorched.
Keep going.
And because they had no root, they withered away. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. But other fell into good ground and brought forth fruit, some an 100-fold, and some 60-fold, and some 30-fold.
Yep, now keep going. It's going to go into the... Now it's going to break it down.
Who have ears to hear, let them hear. Verse 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
So one way to knowing that if you're in good soil is chances are you know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. All right? Yeah. Yeah, the election have obtained it and the rest were blinded. Yeah. So chances are if you understand the mysteries of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you feel in good soil. But you got to keep enduring when the different elements of your seed get attacked. Your plant get attacked. The sun, the wind, droughts, things can occur, you know? Keep going, brother.
Verse 12, for whosoever hath to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away, even that he hath.
And that's what happens, man, through the Spirit as well, too. A lot of these, see, you got to think, you got a concept within the scriptures of a scapegoat. What is this? What's a scapegoat? Anybody know what a scapegoat is? Basically, like a fall guy. Even in the scriptures, we would basically, with a scapegoat, we would basically cast all of the dirtiness and the filth and the sins on the scapegoat and basically push it away.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm using that as to liken on when these other camps start falling off and the spirit leaves them, the righteous element of them, because there's a level of righteousness in these other camps. Where you think it's going to go? It's going to come right back to it's going to flow on us. We're going to get stronger and greater and bigger as they get worse and worse and worse. It's energy. That's what's going to happen in the spirit. All right? Esau is losing his power. Where do you think Esau's power is going? You think the power, Esau is losing his power and it's just floating out here? Esau loses power, he went to Mars. No, that power is being transferred into us.
Right.
Esau's falling and we're rising.
Esau's falling and we're rising. The false Israelites, the false prophets, they're falling, we're rising. Okay? So that what they have is even being taken away from them. All right, keep going with that.
Verse 13, therefore speak I to them in parables, because they see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand.
Yeah, they listening, but they're not getting it. It's not for everybody.
It's a dark. The scriptures speak about the word of the Lord as dark sayings and parables.
Yeah, the Lord, when they asked her, they said, why you speak to them in parables? It's like, because they ain't meant for that.
That's it.
They're not supposed to get you. But you. You can understand.
And you know what's so wild is that these parables the Lord gave to understanding, and people today still don't understand this. Man, that's crazy when you think about it. Because we read it, and if you keep reading down, it gives you the understanding. Daniel, you know, another good example is like Daniel, the book of Daniel. You read Daniel 2, Daniel 7, the chapters and this beast, and like, damn, I don't understand. Just keep reading. It's going to give you the understanding.
The historical breakdown.
Mm-hmm. Keep going with that.
Matthew 13 and 14, and in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Matthias, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see and not perceive.
Yeah, and that's actually going into that the famine of the word as well too. They're not that lacking of understanding out here. Because that's what's going on as well with these people, man. It doesn't matter. Listen, we're breaking it down. But we're literally prophesying on it to the wind. Yeah, all right? Keep going, brother. I mean, we got a brother here, but we're supposed to have it's supposed to be hundreds, if not thousands of brothers. You know, so this is literally a little sanctuary. You know? Keep going, brother.
Verse 15, for this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed. Least at any time they should be with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them.
Yeah, this is basically quoting, this is basically Isaiah the 6th chapter, where the Lord said that what they're not going to realize what's going on until the city be desolate. Okay, we keep going because I want to get to the part about the stoning. That's the part that we're going to really focus in on.
Verse 16, but blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them.
Yeah, so we have more than enough. That's what we were saying earlier. Israel got a podcast demon on it right now, right? Because Jake, when you got a podcast and you got always in the mind frame of create. See, we are content creators because we are literally creating content that will be uploaded on YouTube. But we're not mapping out our fucking content. Hey, brothers. So I'm thinking that, you know, we need to do this on Monday so we can get in the algorithm. So about that's it. The spirit maps out our content is. But a lot of you other groups, the spirit is not dealing with you as such. So you got to do all of these other things. You got to go super extra deep. What we've been shown and know is more than most men will ever be able to know. So don't get too caught up in trying to be super duper deep. You know, you got your minds in the celestial zone. You know, because that demon will pop up from time to time too. I wonder what the Sabbath is on what the Sabbath is in the galaxy 10 galaxies over. Stop. Okay? Worry about getting these prophecies down. Worry about getting your faith up. Worry about serving Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. It's the same thing with a woman. We're likened unto the Lord's women. You don't be flooding your woman with deep shit. Your woman don't give a fuck about all that deep shit.
She don't. Oh yeah, the woman.
She don't care, and she's not wrong. No, right. Yeah, she only care about. Yeah. That's all she care about. Remember that? Hey, remember that video that woman did? Some Jake was trying to put her on to the truth. Remember that video, Jake? The woman was like, man, I'm just trying to give him some pussy, man.
Oh, yeah, you see that?
Oh, man.
Hey, you know what's funny?
You ain't see that?
It's funny. J. Cole got a song. He has a song like that, but he's trying to tell the bitch about the truth. And all she gonna do is give him some pussy.
See? That's a woman. She was sitting in the house and she like put the camera on the TV, and there was some camp teacher, and she put a caption on it, basically like, I'm just trying to get him some pussy. I ain't trying to. Yeah, go ahead with it.
You didn't mention that word, show more things than the average. This is Ecclesiastes, this is Sirach, chapter 3, verse 23. It says, be not curious in unnecessary matters, for more things are showed unto thieves than men understand.
Come on, man. That's simple and straight to the point. You know, you don't gotta go, hey, like the apostle say, you don't gotta go too deep. Just go one deep, man. You know? Go ahead with it.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 12. And further, by these my son, be admonished of making many books. Of making many books there is no end, and much study is weariness of flesh.
Yeah, Jake, our people, it used to be like that in the 90s. You know, the
It was always about a flex of your mental muscles and your, you know, and so on and so forth. But now in this TikTok, YouTube world that we're in, everybody's overnight.
Everybody's overnight scholars.
So you gotta be mindful of that. They want to flex in. Hey, Polite was a big one on that. I've published hundreds of books. I've read thousands of books. And
This nigga's a big boy demon. Yep. now he getting books out of a jail library.
So he's making origami.
Go ahead back with that Matthew.
This is Matthew chapter 13, verse 18. It says, "Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower.
here we go.
When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one, and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is
And
he."
we've seen that multiple times at camp. We've experienced that.
You see somebody sincerely come up and listen. 9 times out of 10, it's a him with his woman, right? They'll come up here, they'll listen, they'll be receiving it, and then
Demon next to him. Come on, let's go, man. Let's go. Damn, we've seen it multiple times. You be edifying somebody, and out of nowhere, it's like, where the hell he go? Got pulled back. The Lord didn't want him to get it. All right, he got
marked and got the hell up out of there. Go ahead.
It says, "When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth it not, then comes the wicked one and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is he which receiveth seed by the wayside. But he that receiveth the seed unto stony places."
That's why we prophesy to the wind. Because a lot of people, it's not about the seed falling on soil and
planting and sprouting and being rooted and growing. It's just a matter of we throwing it out there.
That's why there's people crossing the street, walking down the road.
It doesn't matter.
Like that bitch that was jogging and she almost
Right here by that brother Carl.
Oh yeah.
Lord had us at CNN for what, about a good 6 months? And we probably marked
thousands, hundreds of
They were
thousands.
probably more down there close to an M.
Yeah, for real.
For that stretch we was out there.
All them games and concerts.
The Christian, remember the EJ? Bro, yeah, hey, one time we was at a CNN building and it was a Christian, what was it, some kind of Christian concert or whatever. They were supposed to enter in the building, remember, on the other end.
Right? We was by the CNN, by that corn mix and all that shit. The Lord had it where the line got whipped around and wrapped the other way.
So we teach it and they just
They gotta hear that shit.
Oh yeah, he was going in that day.
That's on 20.
We was just lighting their ass up for hours. They just standing there.
They could saw you got a battery.
Man, it was
tens of thousands of people was right there.
You keep going.
It's verse 20. "But he that receiveth the seed unto stony places, the same is he that hears the word, and anon which joy receiveth it."
Yep, so this is another
At a level, another type. It might, if, you know, you hear it, you be like, hell yeah, we've all met those. How many men have you met in your time of knowing about the truth of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai? They hear like, hell yeah, we Israelites. Hell yeah. I'll be back next week. Never see that nigga again.
Ever.
Hell yeah. They be happy. Yeah, Israelites. Big boy demons right now. All right, keep going.
Ye have not root in himself, but endure for a while. For when tribulation or persecution arises because of the word,
You're a domestic tea.
I ain't signed up for this shit.
they didn't count the cost.
by and by he is offended.
Yep.
Fat. We gonna say.
Nah, go ahead.
Well, no, I think we was about to say the same thing.
I was gonna say false accusations, but I think you're gonna say
I was gonna talk about fat neck that was in our camp.
Hamburger.
Hamburger neck, hot dog neck.
right?
Mondo Burger, man.
Mondo.
No, man.
Go look at my pictures in that song.
Man, when the apostle,
From the beginning.
see, man, when the apostle was talking about the rape doctrine, that was a bad. He was offended. Read it again. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this too, man. I sent this video to brothers about in Kazakhstan how they had these brides. They go the same thing that's in the scriptures. In Kazakhstan and different parts of Asia, they do the same thing. They lay hold of seals on a woman, and that becomes a woman. It's our, not our intense life, but basically what you see in the scriptures, it plays out in these Eastern countries.
Because see, a lot of people are. Somebody get that too, where the Lord said about woe unto you that is basically offended in me. Yeah, get that as well. Because when you're dealing with the law, you got to understand people are watered down and confused by Esau's statutes and laws and commandments in his system, right? Because see, we learned this with the pandemic, right? There was curfews. The curfews that they were trying to implement during that time period, they varied. The Cobb County's curfew was different than Gwinnett County. So, I'm making my point to say that in Georgia, there's certain laws in Georgia that, like, there's certain laws in Augusta that aren't in Atlanta. There's certain laws in Atlanta that aren't in Savannah. There's certain laws in Georgia that aren't in South Carolina. There's certain laws that are okay in California that aren't in New York. So in your mind, you see the law system as such. The laws in the Bible are there to what? Govern you wherever you may be at in the world. That's why it doesn't say, hey, you can eat this type of fish and that type of fish. It gives you a generic, hey, if it has scales and fins, you can eat it. Because it's the same fish. It's not the same fish in. Listen, if you live in South America, in Venezuela, it ain't gonna be the same fish for a man that's fishing in Poland. But if you're an Israelite, you gotta keep that law. So it's the same thing with even like we're going into, like you said, the doctrine. I hate to, they want to make it a doctrine, but the law on break. Every scenario or situation is not the same because you're dealing with men and women and children that are around the world. So it has to be a universal law, okay? You got that, what was that called?
Matthew 11:6.
Yeah, get that real quick.
It says, and blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me.
Yeah, because what? The word of the Bible is the word of the Lord. And what do we know in John 1? The Lord is the word. So you find yourself, man, I don't know about that. You remember the dude years ago? I'm taking it way back now. Remember Malak Shaw?
Oh yeah.
Green hair nigga.
Green hair demon. There was a dude years ago in the North Carolina camp. You don't know what he got offended about?
I don't even remember.
I remember.
Nope. You remember?
I remember.
Say it.
I think because it's woman.
Keep going.
Like I think he never had a woman before.
We wanted that part of it, but he was offended in the fact of having multiple women.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
See, I forgot about
I'm
that.
gonna have just one wife.
That
That was part of it.
See, that's a slave mentality right there, man. Only get to have one woman.
What great. Again, but you see, there's so many things within the word that if you're not born again and you don't cast away your thoughts, you could be offended by it.
Man want to be a simp in the kingdom.
But you know what? Here's the kicker. If that's how he wants to govern his kingdom, so fucking be it. But why are you offended in the word? You're offended. How you feel about that, cool. Think about that. Like, that brother, I'm mad at that brother because you don't want to do you why? That don't got shit to do with me. But you being mad at it according to the word, that dude got a lot of shit to do with it. See, so a lot of people, you don't know. That's why we try the spirit, whether it be of the Lord, man. That's why we have discussions about all of these different things. What was it, a couple months we were going around, hey, you all right with this? What's your stance on this?
Right.
Let your stand on the shit now.
You don't like it?
Because Jacob just be in the background, lurking, hey, whole time. Yeah, really? Really?
really I do believe in the tribe of Dan. Where the fuck this come from? Really, you know Esau can make it? Because you were offended. The only way you come up with a doctrine like that is because you are offended in the fact that Esau can't make it.
You're offended in the Lord. All right? So you read that last part of Matthew again.
Matthew 13, and I'll read verse 22 again. What was that, 21? Yet have he not rooted himself, but endured for a while, for when tribulation and persecution arise because of the word, by and by he is
Watch out. Watch out.
Matthew 13 and 21, ye have let not root in himself, but endure for a while.
That's why the scriptures say in Colossians, you got to be what? Rooted and established in Yahweh Shai. You got to be rooted because we're seeds. We started out as having that faith as a mustard seed. So then we
Grow. And then think about any tree. Any tree, plant, flower, you're going to go through the elements. You're going to deal with the sun. You're going to deal with too much rain, too little rain, all four seasons, in season, out of season. You got to deal with all of these different elements. Insects, yeah, you name it.
You got think about that as a plant. You got to deal with all of these things.
So you got to make sure that you're able
To deal with it. So you know why a lot of these
overnight elders in Israel fall out?
Yeah, because that's what they are. Because think about a plant. Think about give me a plant like a fruit-bearing plant, like right? That's a good one.
A mango tree.
Mango tree, any tree. Let's just deal with anyone that bears fruit, right? Before that tree can actually reaches the point of maturity to actually give you a peach or an apple, it actually had to put all of its energy into making sure that its root system was on point. That's why if you're growing plants, right, they'll tell you this. If you're actually growing plants like a peach tree or whatever, they'll prune the tree in a way that stops it from putting energy into being into blossoming, because that's energy.
A lot of Jake want to get straight to the, I'm fruitful, I got leaders. You see what I'm trying to see where I'm going with this?
They want to jump the steps to get to being seen as being fruitful, but your whole foundation is shoddy, man. Your branches ain't strong enough. Your branches ain't strong enough for the fruit you trying to hold. You see why? It's a process. You don't just go from being planted in the ground like, oh, I just found. You don't just go from finding out you was an Israelite 6 weeks ago.
So now you got 10 men following.
Right. And two, that's why the scripture compares to babes needing that sincere milk. Baby don't come out chewing on goddamn Rupert's steak. You know, it's a process to it.
Having responsibilities in the house.
Right. Taking out the trash here too. You know, it gradually gets to that point and builds up. You know, nowhere in the scripture have we seen instant gratification.
Come on, man. You can't put what they like to say. You can't put the cart before the horse.
Right.
All right.
Keep going with that. Because it's important to take it in stride. You know, it's not about a rush. A lot of these groups, a lot of these characters, they're in a rush. I remember years ago, Apostle Gabar used to say this all the time. You can't rush fine wine. You can't rush it. You bottled it up. You can't take this bottle of wine that you just produced a week ago and it's only a week old and think it's going to have the taste attributes of a wine that's been aged for 20 years. It ain't nothing you can do. You can't force it. You can't yell at it. You can't, I'm gonna shake it up. You can't do none of that. It's gotta just sit. Time gotta go.
That's like this guy I work with, you know, he brews his own beer or whatever. He say you do one thing too early or you let it sit too long, you fuck up the whole batch. So the process has gotta be basically perfect. You skip a step.
Be hasty.
Yeah, you trying to rush it,
it,
you know what I'm saying? Or you forget to refrigerate it or some shit like that.
Wrong temperature, a lot of things get rolled on.
The water's too hot, too cold, you fuck it all up.
See? Too much yeast.
Too much of anything can throw it off. The Lord. So even in the
Planting of a plant, it's all got to be on point.
keep going, brother.
Matthew 13 and 22. He also that receives seed among thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world and the deceitfulness of riches
That's it.
choke the word,
I gotta get this money.
and he becometh unfruitful.
Man, I hear the word, man. I get it, dude.
Y'all
I gotta
pay
eat
me.
that job, man. I gotta get this money on, man. I gotta get some money, man. Read that again, because that is the one. That's the point I wanted to focus in on right there. Is that can choke you out. That what you were saying earlier, that money.
Money.
Because see, the Lord, the scriptures speak about the Lord is a jealous
Power. You be putting more energy into to serving your own belly or getting money than
the Lord, and the Lord don't even require that much of us. Think about it. The Lord just wants us to do our lessons. What's the think about it. What's the creed on doing lessons right now? 3 a week. How long do those videos gotta be? 10 minutes.
30 minutes.
That's 30 minutes a year week.
That's a lunch break.
Think about that.
That's a lunch break.
But the cares of this world, the money chasing, that's more important.
And the Lord only wants you to do a minimum of 3 videos in a week. Come to camp on Saturday, about 3 hours. And again, with the camp on Saturday,
we're merciful over here. Fellowship every now and then when you can, pay your tithes. We're merciful. Like if you say, brother, you gotta work on Saturday sometime. Hey, brother, you gotta. Hey man, fuck that shit. You call that job right now. Quit. Has anybody ever done that to anybody?
Nah.
You gotta work. If you tell me you gotta work on Saturday, hey brother, shalom. Sometimes you gotta leave, right? Anybody ever curse you out because you had to go to work? What the fuck you mean you gotta go to work?
It's the Sabbath.
You gotta leave early?
unacceptable, man. Hey,
you're out of here. You're fired.
Come on, man. It ain't like that. Now, if you start getting into the, I'll hold this one.
Y'all read it. But in the spirit of it, we're merciful. But then when it starts to show that the cares of the world are more important, because we all got shit we got to take care of. All right, it is what it is, man. We ain't got too much going on anyway. But read that last part again, man. Because that lines up with Proverbs 11 about riches profit nothing in the day of wrath. So how the hell you gonna be a good plant and you care about riches more than niggas in the world? We had a couple niggas in our camp. Them niggas worship money.
How were the stats?
Who said that shit?
Rockface. Remember that page?
Oh my fucking God, I wasn't even talking about him. But yeah, we
man.
include him in that conversation too.
God damn, man, we done
been around some characters, man.
The niggers.
Wild grapes.
Wild fucking grapes, man.
Yeah. They be about, we done seen them, man. And then that money. I gotta get money. I gotta work. No shit, man. We all gotta fucking work, man. Come on, man. The Lord is gonna,
but you know what? If the job gets that much in the way of you serving your How About Shimmy Shot, you might not be a prophet. How about that? You very well might not be a prophet.
The scriptures say in Matthew 6, seek ye the kingdom of heaven, kingdom of the Most High is righteousness, and all these things shall be added.
matter of fact, I
Get that, because I quoted that earlier. Get Matthew 6,
get that one that he read, he just quoted, and also get where your heart.
so is your treasure.
That's kind of trying to put it over.
Because again, that's beautiful, brother. Because Matthew the 6th chapter, I feel like in the spirit, you should.
Your walk will have you
know Matthew the 6th chapter.
from top to bottom.
That's a powerful chapter.
That's like if I can say, that's a go-to when you're going through like your financial situation.
Yes.
As long as you keep serving the Lord, you put your lessons up, you show up. Hey, sometimes you might have to spend your last, get a bottle or whatever, fellowship with brothers. But the Lord see that, man.
Yes.
The Lord see that. He see you diligently get into the word, and then, hey man, you might be out of a job, or hey, you might find some money somewhere.
The Lord will make a way, man. Yeah.
Oh, if I can say,
Yes, sir, bro.
I forgot what scripture it was, but it talks about how the Lord takes care of the birds
That's Matthew the 6th chapter.
Yeah. Chapter, yeah. Okay, Con.
Matter of fact,
So if the birds get taken care of, just the natural things of life, we're part of this life. So
Yeah.
he's gonna take care of us.
Yeah.
And he is. You know?
Go ahead with that. You got it in Matthew 6.
Matthew 6 and 19, it says, lay not up for yourselves treasure upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal.
Yeah, you had Mike Epps recently said everything in his life is basically rental. Okay, yeah, we going to work. Anyway, so we'll be alright. It'll get worse. Alright. Go ahead.
You good?
Read that again, brother.
Yeah,
Matthew 6 and 19, lay not for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal, but lie up for yourselves treasure in heaven.
Yeah, so all of these things on the planet Earth, these are all earthly, carnal treasures that can all be taken away from you.
Alright, that car you had. Who's this? The bride of Tupac. What's her name? Jada Pinkett Smith.
I thought that's what you were saying. Me too, bro.
You talking about Jada?
Yeah, Jada.
Is this a shot?
Right. She her house. She almost had it. She had to deal with home invaders or whatever. The other day.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so people try to break into her house. That can happen. You got some riches. People can break into your house. You got a nice car, nice clothes, jewelry, TVs, anything that you are. Because that's what you need money to get all those things, right? And why do you want money? To get those things, right? So in a sense, we put our mind towards the things that towards spiritual gifts, right? Being closer to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You know, matter of fact, get Proverbs. Somebody get Proverbs 3 and 13, I believe. Proverbs 3 and 13. Merchandise cannot be, because what we have here is a treasure. But a lot of the problems with a lot of men over time, if you fall into the stony part of the seed or whatever, that part of the parable, is you don't actually see the value of this word. You don't see the potency of it, the power of it. You don't feel rich knowing this word. Okay? You got that in Proverbs? Yes, sir.
Proverbs 3 and 13, happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof of fine gold.
Yeah, the gain thereof of fine gold and silver. Any more to that? Was that it? That was it, yes, sir. So what is that saying? What we have is wisdom through the Spirit, and that is higher than anything you could ever achieve on the planet Earth. But you got to believe that. That's not for me to tell you to believe it. We come out here to tell the people that that's how they should see it. But if you don't see it that way, you're not going to receive it that way. You get what I'm saying? But you have to, that's, if you're a person that sees it as such, you're not going to be deceived by these worlds and the riches. You want to, yeah, go ahead and do that, bro. You got to step over there and do that? Go ahead.
Please read Matthew 6 and 21.
Yeah. Matthew chapter 6, verse 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
Yeah, so you claim to be a Hebrew Israelite, and you claim that you put the word of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai before everything, but then your actions show differently. Where you're all about the money. If it ain't about the money, you talk shit. You know, we talk a lot of shit about niggas, but then in your own life, the only thing that you know, I ain't got money, so I'm sad as fuck. I'm depressed. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna sit here and be all big and bold like I lack of money don't make me sad or put me in an angered place sometimes. But the energy of it matters. It's just a moment. We just want money to be able to do what we gotta do to continue on. You know? We can go ahead with that.
Yep, verse 22. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness?
Keep going.
No man can serve two masters, Where either he will hate the one and love the other.
And so we all have a choice here. Who you gonna? And Yahweh Shai is our master. So again, if you're serving Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, there's certain ways that he requires of us to serve him. And the one that we're talking about here is this money demon. Are you gonna lean on him? You gonna have faith on him? Because there's ups and downs. The scriptures speak about that. A base and a bound. So sometimes you're gonna be fucked up out here. Sometimes your money gonna be ugly. Sometimes you don't even know what, you don't even know how you gonna get out. You be in dead waters. You be in still waters, no paddle, no sail. I don't know how the fuck I'm about to get out of this shit. That's the test. It's not on you. Every dollar that you've ever made, if you believe in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, was according to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's will. Every dollar that you didn't make was according to the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. But some men believe they can will themselves into the money. Some you can actually, but it comes with a cost. That's what this is talking about. Keep going.
It says, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. He cannot serve the Most High in mammon.
Like the Jake that came to Yahweh Shai, and the Lord told him to sell all of his possessions and come follow him. He was offended. He wasn't trying to hear that. He was hurt. That's what happens. And a big demon that affects a lot of men, and we were talking off the camera, is depending on the type of woman that you have. See, I'm gonna say it like this. How do I say this? Without real shit without offending.
Yeah.
It's in, because I believe some of us, there's an element of, you know, Jacob say in the world, or people will say in the world, you want to make sure that the woman that is with you likes you. You ever heard that? A lot of men are with women that don't like her. And that saying is extremely true. It's probably more true in the faith. You better make sure the woman that you got up with you rock with you. Because you ain't going to be up 12 months out of the year.
Hell no.
I'm keeping it 100. You ain't going to be up, money in savings, extra money in your pocket, 365, man. It ain't happening. Some points of that year, you might be jacked up. Hell, some points it's all on your woman. Keep it 100. I'm fucked up out here. You gotta, take care of these straits, or take care of these bills for a second until the Lord put me back in position. But if your woman don't rock with you, she ain't going for that shit. And then what happens? Because the scriptures say if you have a wife, what the scriptures say, if you have a wife, you care for the things of the world. Because it's natural. Right? A single man ain't worried about a brother that's single back here. Your days aren't spent worried about dressers and drawers and shit like that. Your curtains. But if you got a woman, your ass been dragged to IKEA. You done been to IKEA, and you done put together one of them sets.
Yeah.
Keep it in the house. It's the truth. Yeah. But if you're a woman, I'm speaking to the element of, if you're not in the spirit of what the scriptures say, and you'll put in a position where you'll be, I gotta make sure my woman don't leave me. I gotta make sure my woman is happy. Well, I'm gonna go far and out for my woman's sake, because that's a possession unto you. And that's not what that's why I said it's a matter of, that's where the cares of the world choking you out. Sometimes in the spirit too with your woman, sometimes you just gotta, man, I don't give a fuck how you feel right now.
It's like, yeah, don't get it wrong. Like sometimes you be feeling a little bad because you may not have it, you can't get her what she wants, but there be points it's like, I'm through and I don't care.
Yes.
You're either gonna rock with me or you're not.
Yeah.
And that's respectable. And your woman actually will respect you coming in that era. Because here it is, you talk like, a lot of these, Jacob, we gotta call their names in these other camps. But in the spirit of it, they'll come out here with this, barking dog energy. But behind the scenes, your woman don't respect you because really you a simp. How your woman gonna respect you? You go out here talking all this king shit, popping big boy shit, like, man, we kings, nigga, we gonna rule the world. I'm the man. Can't nobody tell me shit. But then your woman, every beck and call of your woman, or every feeling of your woman affects your emotion. Sometimes it affects you. You be like, damn, you want your woman to be happy. But then sometimes you just gotta be in the spirit of, is you good? Yeah, we good.
Oh yeah, we good.
And then fuck her.
Well, that's what. Well, just keep landbacking off you. I hear you quote Paul.
You probably keep a camera. You want to probably keep an umbrella over the camera.
I hear you quote Paul a lot. Well, Paul also did say, I think it's in the same chapter.
Yeah.
Be as though you weren't with one.
Yeah.
If you have one, be as though
No, you
you
good.
didn't.
I was already there.
So you have those moments when you're like, you're irrelevant right now, woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you put on that Yahweh Shai, what
You not knowing about my father's businesswoman?
Like what do I have to do with me right now? But sometimes with your wife, that's how it is. Like what or you fellowship with the boat and calling you or something. What the fuck are you calling me? You know what I'm saying? There are times like that. Or there are times ignored, or if it's really hot on you, be like, what? And then but there are times where okay, let's go on a date.
You'll go to the end of the world for your woman.
Go into the world, choke a nigga up for it. You know what I'm saying?
It's all about balance.
It's all about balance.
All right? That was it on that Matthew 6.
Yeah, I can keep going.
Yeah, we keep going. We'll go back to Matthew 13. We're going to pretty much stay between these.
Verse 25 says, Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink.
Hold on. Go back to Matthew 13. About the deceitfulness of riches and the cares of the world.
Matthew 13 to 22. He also that received the seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the cares of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he become unfruitful.
Yeah, because you aren't in the spirit of serving Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You're not showing your faith. You're not leaning on the Lord. Read that again, because what did the Lord say? This is in red as if that's in red. Read what the Lord said here in Matthew 6.
It says, Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life.
But the scripture but some Jay care too goddamn much for their life.
You too scared to come out.
That's a good point too. They too scared to come out, put their face on camera. They too worried about what their family feel. They too worried about their bills. They too worried about their job security. They too worried about all of those things. Because as the scriptures also said a few verses up, you can't serve two masters.
Mm-hmm.
Are you worried about Yahweh Shem? Are you worried about Yahweh Shai being pissed off at you? Are you worried about whatever other masters that you decided to lean on?
Bro, it's like, it's almost every job I done had, somebody I work with to see me out here.
Yeah.
Literally, I'd be like, we was downtown Decatur, and my boss would just walk by. The job I'm at now, before I started working there, I seen my boss and the other boss walk past the camp already. So it's like, people I work with, all 5 points. So we was working down there at 5 points. I used to work in the city, up the street. So everybody fucking already knew. I didn't give a fuck though. I was like, shit,
come with it.
I'm out here.
You got to bring that scripture out. Like when you say,
man, support it down.
About being too careful. Yeah, because you could be too careful. Because the black man American Dave Ramsey thought process is what? You need to make sure you have several months of savings in the bank. Make sure you have a cushion. But if you're one of those type of people that you live in that space, this ain't for you. Because sometimes, listen, man. Sometimes it be feeling like money hates you. Sometimes it be feeling like it's running from you. You gotta just deal with like, God damn, man, I can't. This job ain't working. You're just in a bad space. But if you're a careful person, I need to you're gonna choke yourself out. You gotta go ahead with that.
Philippians 4:6. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto the Most High.
Yeah, read that again, man.
Philippians 4:6. Be careful for nothing.
Be careful for nothing.
At any moment, you could be like, fuck all this shit. You ready to lose it?
Or
Ready
you,
to
how
leave
about
it?
how about this? How about this? See, you're talking from an element of the big show. You know what I'm saying?
Not even that.
Hey, your walk,
Yeah.
part of your walk. The Lord at one step, one phase in your walk might have you lose every fucking thing.
Yeah. You know, always have it in your mind that, yeah, your woman get in the way of the truth, man. The Lord's gonna remove that.
Your woman, it could be children,
Definitely a job.
it could be a job, it could be your house, it could be your car,
Oh, definitely.
it could be all of these things. So
Absolutely.
you can lose these things. So you're gonna be, oh no, I'm careful. I'm a careful guy, I'm safe. You can't treat this like a 401k. You know, people like, you know, they have that 401k demon on them. Or, you know, it saves them in the time of trouble. All right, we do have an investment with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Don't get me wrong. We read it already. We already touched on that. Bring it out, bro. Yeah, read that again because keep going with that because, like you said, part of being in. Hey, well, we went into this as well before. You know, when you go into the word entrepreneur, being an entrepreneur means to be a risk taker. When you came into this ministry or the job of serving Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, it was an ultimate. This is the ultimate risk you can take. But so you can't come in with a mind frame of being, you know, tender and delicate. Sometimes it's gonna be ugly. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're gonna be up. Sometimes you're gonna be down.
That's the one who's kept it in his family.
Beautiful, brother. I'm gonna be careful with this. I want to be cautious, and you know, we're gonna handle this with tenderness and delicately. You know, no. Sometimes it don't be like that. Every day is different. That's what you really learn from serving Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Is to take the day as the day.
Yep.
Think not on tomorrow, as the scriptures say.
Receive your daily bread. Yep.
Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes, this is Sirach chapter 30, verse 24. It says, envy and wrath shorten the life,
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Go ahead.
and carefulness bringeth age before the time.
See? Stressing you out.
That envy,
No, brother, go ahead.
that envy and wrath, it says envy and wrath shorten the life. Usually that comes via anxiety, which is carefulness.
Because
Yeah.
think about it. That point of envy and wrath. That and the envy of
I wish I could go to Dubai.
hey, these people online, man, they're living their life like this. I want to live my life like
Right.
BBL. I want to go to here.
What's that in Proverbs? It like loosely paraphrased, like don't envy the wicked.
Yeah.
Or don't, you know what I'm talking about?
Something like that, yeah.
You know, so it's like if you're stuck on stupid in that sense, then yes, you're gonna feel a certain type of way. The scripture saying in the second Ezra, the 9th chapter. Don't worry about how the wicked gonna get judged, but how the righteous gonna get
Be
saved.
saved. Yep.
You gotta. It's all about how you shift your energy to a certain thing.
Yeah, where your heart is where your treasure is. It's a simple scripture, but it's very deep and it matters. Okay, but like that was a beautiful. What was the last part on it? It said carefulness. What did it say? Carefulness and what about life?
So envy and wrath bring. Let me just
I got the quick one too.
You got something?
Yeah.
Go ahead with it.
Oh, this is Psalms 37:1. It says, "Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity."
That's good right there. That's perfect. So it's like you see someone rolling in their Tesla or something. Man, fuck man. They don't know what I've gone through. They don't know I'm standing out here. Hey bro, like they that's like the scriptures say in Matthew what 5th, 6th chapter where it talks about the prayer. They've received their reward already. They've received their reward.
patiently wait on you.
And also, like you said, the one that fell in the stony part. You're caring too much of the things of the world. You're envying the things of the world, and you don't see the value of what the Lord gave you. Bring it up. Bring out what you got, bro.
Proverbs 30 and 8. Remove far from me vanity and lies.
And all of this shit is vanity. Your car is vanity. Your home is vanity. The clothes is vanity. Everything that you could desire is empty and vain. Keep going, bro. And that's what the Lord did for us. He put us in the right position and order of life. Nah, this is what's important. That shit don't matter, brothers. Sons, that's what the Lord did to us. Sons, this shit don't matter. I'm gonna give you all that back 100-fold, man. You want riches? I got you. You want money? You want women? You want children? You want all that shit? I'm gonna give it back to you 100-fold.
But you got to do this first.
Keep going, brother.
Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with convenient, like feed me with food convenient for me.
Yeah, you don't want to be impoverished because at the same time, like a lot of the scriptures say that in Matthew the 6th chapter 2, man, right? People wanting to be seen. You gotta turn poor righteous teachers. Some niggas get off on that energy. You know, they got a code of personality, you know, the dusty, dirty prophet, big staff, dirty beard, dirty hair.
Like you going through some shit.
Yeah, you want the people to know that you going through some shit.
You know what? There's a precept for that.
Yeah, I think it's Matthew the 6th chapter.
Matthew the 6th chapter. It says,
yeah, I gotta be a righteous person because look how dirty I am. He a man in the Lord because look at them dirty, look at them through clothes.
If you're judging off of that, you don't understand measurement. You know, the Lord, okay, he gave him 10 talents. Well, he only gave him 1 talent. It's just a measure, man. But at least he got a talent.
Come on now. Boy with that.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 16. Moreover, when ye fast, be not as the hypocrites of a sad countenance, for they disfigure their faces, that they may appear unto men to fast.
And fasting is there's different ways, there's different types of fasting. So we understand now, we know that fasting according to the scriptures is what? No food, then you have no food and water, then you have a no meats fast. But then a fasting is just basically like a level of, it's just basically suffering. So we're fasting for money. We're in a fast of not having riches because we're sons of the Yasha'Allah. We're supposed to be rich. So right now we've cast it off of our riches, and we're fasting off of that. You get what I'm trying to say with that? So you don't want to, on another level, you don't want people to like, oh man, woe is me. You see, man, holes in your shoes, and
half of that is lack of wisdom. Because you don't have to be like that. You don't have to be like that, man. I'm wearing Kobe's today. You know? But I'm still through. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? But even so with the like you said, different forms of fasting. I know we were talking about like how Paul advised us on like relationships with our women and stuff like that. Even in that, Paul proposed a fast. If y'all separate for whatever, you know, reconcile again. You know, if y'all abstain from physical touch and shit like that for a while, to actually kiss each other again, do it. That's a fast.
Yes.
To build a relationship. If you gotta leave the house, you know what I'm saying, for a month or two, get away from them. Do it.
It's a fast.
You know?
You're famished. That relationship is famished of each other. You get what I'm saying? It's spiritual. Social media fast, but like I said, the money thing. Read that again, what you just read.
Matthew 6 and 16. Moreover, when ye fast, be not as the hypocrites of a sad countenance, for they disfigure their faces, that they may appear unto men to fast.
Yeah, a lot of Jake have characters. You know, they put on costumes. We always talk about that. Jake put on costumes. You don't think if these people in the world would put on homeless attire to go beg and don't be homeless, it's a costume, right?
You don't think, Jake, you don't think certain individuals will come into a school of thought and have that energy? Like I said, poor righteous teachers.
You saw that in Don't Be a Menace. Dude was acting like he was the comedy room. Don't Be a Menace. He was acting like he was.
Yeah.
And then he got out. Yeah, with the dreads, had the suit on, got his BMW,
See?
drove off.
People do that. So some people want to, I have to listen to this guy. He sacrificed it all. He's giving it all up to. Bro, people don't need to know. Like, you don't, do we gotta show the world, hey man, I've given it all up. I've casted it all the cares of the world. I've casted it. Do these people need to know that? See, what is your mind frame on it? All right, keep going with that.
It says, verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But thou, when thou fastest, anoint thy head and wash thy face.
See? Wash your face. Clean yourself up. You know?
It says that thou appear not unto men to fast, but unto thy Father which is in secret.
And all of us, for the most part, I mean, I'm not gonna say for the most part, I say all of us here, we're not guilty of this. We all take care of ourselves. We present ourselves as men. Try to, if if the Lord bless you with a little bit of money, man, you don't gotta go to Lennox and go get $300 t-shirts. Just go get you a clean tee. Go to Marshall's. Go to Walmart.
Usually when we get up on a little cabin, the first thing we're thinking about is giving it back. Right. Giving it back. Pay a little extra tax. You know?
That's it.
Buying certain things for brothers.
Yeah, we have a very caring spirit, but like what we said, what we're talking about here is that you don't want to be in the mind frame of showing you're going through the low.
Right.
Yeah, you're through. You don't want to show your throughness. Like that. Like you could be through and brothers don't even gotta know it. I didn't even know that brother was going through that shit. I'm fucked up, y'all. You see these shoes, they got holes in them. That's how fucked up I'm in. Now it's a race to see who's the most fucked up. You ain't going through the beans.
Right. You do that around us bros. We're gonna be like, get some more fucking shoes, man. Bro, what the fuck you doing?
Or a brother will give you a pair of shoes.
Right. Like one, like we'll get on you if you're gonna be like that. Real shit. You know,
that's not a good spirit, man.
That's the spirit you're coming in. We're gonna beat that shit. We're gonna be like, well, you probably like that because you're not wise. Or you probably are. You just, bro, we need a job and go buy some new shoes, bro. Be wise. The Lord didn't fuck you up like that because the Lord still kept us at a certain. When we do, we can come out. How many times have we talked about it takes money to come to camp?
Catching hell.
It costs gas. Because ain't like we all collectively live in that building over there and we walk here.
Like, come on, man. Like, the Lord don't be having us out there like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, you ain't living under a fucking park bench.
Go buy some new shoes and go to Walmart and
You had to eat out of a trash can last night. What you did?
get that $5 pack of socks.
Yeah.
Go patch them damn holes up in your socks, nigga.
Buy your
That's what you acting like right now.
yeah.
Just be real, man.
Yeah.
We
$10
ain't
pair of
that down
shoes.
bad.
But not, man. But people want to be seen. All right? Okay. Yeah, go back to Matthew 13. We about to close up with that.
Matthew 13 and 21, 22, it says, he also that received the seed among thorns is he that heareth the word, and the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful.
Yeah, because what does the scripture say that
Riches taking wings
and fly away?
roughly paraphrasing. So you don't want to be caught up, like I said, you don't want to be that man. Again, there's a balance to it all. The scriptures say you don't work, you don't eat. So you gotta work.
But you walking around with holes in your shoes.
But in the spirit of right, you gotta work to provide for yourself, provide for your family, etc., etc. But at the same token, that should not be the thing that's lingering in the top of your head. Right. These prophecies should be the focal point. That's does the scripture say where your heart is, and so will your treasure be.
You know, you start to lack faith if you're moving like that. You're more worried about carnal things, and you should be worried about the spiritual things. Being out on the highways and edges is your first priority over anything.
Yes. That's why a lot of these jakes that fall out of the truth, what happens with them? They care too much about the things of the world. Hey, I'm gonna hit you with this. I think I said this to you years ago. I've never seen nobody fall out the camp for having too much money. But you know what? I've seen a lot of jakes fall out the truth for not having enough money, because you get in that mind state of all you care about is the money. Think about it. We never, how many brothers have you met in your life of serving the Lord where it's like, yo, this brother got a shit ton of money? Not many. But the Jake that be all invested into having the money, that's a demon. Poor people don't talk about money the same way rich people don't talk about money the same way poor people talk about money. Poor people be obsessed with money. That's what's so oxymoronic about money. Poor people love money more than rich people.
Oh man.
Am I wrong?
That movie Bruce's Millions.
Yeah.
He made them hate money.
Yes.
By the end of them 30 days, he hated that fucking money.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want nothing to do with that money anymore. He didn't give a fuck.
And he what did he do? He inherited 100 M's. So he got the money with a spirit of like 300 M's. That's right.
He had to spend 130.
No, he had to spend 30 M's in a month. 30 M's in a month. I think he got 100 M's at the end of something like that. But the point of it all is like the main thought of the rich is the rich don't be all invested, all obsessive about money. That's a poor man's trait.
Oh yeah.
Money, it's all about money. No, it's not, man. Yeah. All right, you can read that one, and we probably gonna close up.
Matthew 13 and 23.
It's a good movie.
But he that receiveth seed unto the good ground is he that heareth the word, and underneath it, which also bear fruit, and bringeth forth some of 100-fold, and 60, some 30.
Yep. So that seed fell in a good soil. That's what we're all here trying to prove. Lord willingly, we be part of that. You know, I'm not even saying proven because it's already written. You know, but through the Spirit, that's the goal. You want to make sure that you want to be seen in the eyes of the Lord as a good soil, good seed. You know, the Lord planted you in the right place, good soil, good fertilizer. It allows for your root system to take hold properly. You know, you went through the proper stages of it all. Like I said, you don't want to be a lot of these camps and a lot of these leaders of these camps. You know, they're GMO plants. How the hell the branches grew before the roots? How did that happen? Because that's what happened. A lot of these camps, they have no roots. Fopi has no roots. Wi-Fi has no roots. But they want to be fruitful. That's kind of comical when you think about it. How are you a fruitful plant with no roots or branches? That's why that's a plant that got to be thrown into the fire. Okay. Anybody got any other scriptures? Anything? If not, we're gonna. So they coming back around the corner. Yeah, we just gonna go ahead and walk over. All right. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and close up. We want to give all the glory and honor to
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakodash.
Hey, double honors unto our apostles and elders. Hey, shalom until next week.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.